Okay, quick question for you. I'm taking a course in psychology. Actually, it was abnormal psychology, and we were discussing eating disorders. Yes, I love that we got into this topic. Besides the point, one of the articles and the peer-reviewed articles and stuff that I was reading was talking about how a lot of psychiatrists and psychologists and clinicians go back and forth on whether or not to treat the body first or the mind first. And I love that this came up, and I'm curious about your thoughts, so I'll give you a scenario, okay? Someone has an eating disorder. Let's say it's binge eating disorder, and it's directly correlated to a specific trigger, right? So the argument is that for some people that trigger is their body size. So they turn to binge eating, or they turn to bulimia, or they turn to anorexia. We don't have to use just one disorder. They turn to these eating disorders to change their body size. So some would argue that you should address the size of their body first by putting them on nutrition and training regimens. On the other hand, there's other triggers, right? Which means so a lot of times what I find with people is they have a void, there's something they have a lack of control of in their life. So then they turn to these disorders. It's a way to control. Maybe they have beliefs about beauty, about society, or conditioning and whatnot. So that's where other physicians, other clinicians, other psychiatrists, therapists would then say, no, we need to treat the mind first. We need to treat the behavior, the mindfulness. We need to go into various therapy strategies. And they've even shown that a lot of times, the groups who go through the fitness and the weight loss programs first, or weight gain, whatever it is, actually tend to fail again and again. And that's where I went, but wait, there's different triggers for these disorders. So I'm curious, do you agree with me that it depends on what's the trigger? Or do you think that we should treat one before the other regardless? Because I'm still going back and forth a little now that I'm talking about it out loud. Because part of me is we should definitely treat the mind first, no matter what, because even if someone's if someone's concerned about their body weight, that means that there's a disconnect in their worth, in their value, and they're putting a lot onto their body, and they're seeing the way that they live their lifestyle based purely on how their body looks. So I don't think we should ever address the weight problem first. I think it's better to look at the habits that they're creating, the thoughts and belief patterns that they have that are leading to this. And that's a huge reason why my message is all about building more than just a body. We have to emphasize the importance of self-love, confidence, mindset, behavior change, modification planning, and well-being development all coming together with the proper fitness and nutrition. That's my belief. That's my mission on this earth. I'm curious to hear what you think about this topic. I know it can be a little touchy. Please just focus on answering the questions. Keep your thoughts on actual eating disorders to yourself unless you have some personal experience or have helped people with this before, because it's a tough thing for people to go through, and it's best to have them get the professional help that they need regardless. So comment below what your thoughts are on the topic. I'm very curious. Either way, I'm always going to be about building more than just a body. And with that being said, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, night, or morning, wherever you are in the world. Just make it awesome.